I think that there's no doubt that this time next year we will certainly still be looking at how the code's being implemented, which is a good thing. I think we'll be looking at the fallout from MiFID II and other regulations that are coming into place, not least of which is GDPR, which does hit the financial sector hugely. And probably the more exciting one is benchmark regulation. So there will be a lot to talk about this time next year. On the big influences, I think we must look at geopolitics still. The world is not in a stable place geopolitically. It's possibly not as serious as many think. North Korea comes and North Korea goes in terms of where you are in the world, by the way. And it's a very difficult problem to grasp. But geopolitics is closer to the heart of the foreign exchange market now than it has been for a very long while. And in the next 12 months, that may well intensify.
Apart from MiFID, I think there's a general move in the enhancement in liquidity available for people. There's a move in my space, at least for trading firm liquidity. People want to make sure that they're executed at the best price for transaction reporting. And I think that will continue forwards, especially as volatility compresses spreads further.
And what I'd like to see is a greater balance between the sort of code of conduct which is principle-based, which I think is a very good idea, gain greater prominence and greater equilibrium with fixed rule-based elements that regulators are fighting with, and a greater delineation between the different kinds of participants in the market, between those that require a sort of agent/broker to execute deals on a best execution basis, and greater liberation for market professionals and banks particularly on a principal-to-principal basis.
We've got a very extremely elevated valuations in a lot of different markets. So I'm a little bit worried about some extraneous shock to the system that could suddenly now shake everyone out of their complacency. On the one hand, I think that would be great. On one hand, on the other hand, I think we need to kind of prepare for that, and most of my strategies at the moment are, let's say, a little bit, what's what I'm looking for? Counterintuitive, I suppose. I'm anticipating some type of event.
I think for 2018, hopefully by the start of it, MiFID will be a done deal. Most people would have sorted that out. And I think geopolitical risk is still going to remain a factor driving markets, and that's going to impact liquidity and cascade down through to other factors. So that's probably going to be another challenging but exciting year in effect.